morning, my friends. Welcome back to Sassafras Yoga Online. So today's practice is going to require a little bit of equipment. I'd like you to grab 2 blocks and a blanket and have them available. I also really highly recommend that you stretch your legs out with a strap before this class if Hanumanasana or full splits is not a posture that is in your regular practice, because that's what we're going to be working towards today. It is a deep hamstring and hip and leg posture, as well as a bit of an upper body lift. So in order to be properly warmed up, if you're still a beginner or working your way towards Hanumanasana, I highly recommend having your legs stretched out with a strap beforehand. I do have a class that will guide you through those stretches that I will link in the class notes on this page. So let's go ahead and get started. Finding a comfortable seated position, sit tall through the spine, ground your hips, shoulders relaxed, and soften or close your eyes. We'll start with a little bit of pranayama or breathing. So let's take a few rounds of clearing breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I want you to start feeling really present in your breath and in your body. If you're familiar now with the Ujjayi breath, where we gently constrict the throat to allow a smooth and slower passage of breathing, let's incorporate that here now for a few moments at the beginning of our practice. Take one more of these deep breaths. And then slowly return to your natural breathing. Open up your eyes. Beautiful. With your hands to your knees, let's do some circles around the hips. As the chest comes forward, take a breath in. And as you circle around back, squeeze the belly and exhale. Coming forward, let's reverse the direction. And then slowly come back to center. Breathe in, sit tall. Exhale, take a gentle twist to your right. And inhale. Exhale, release to center. Breathe in. And exhale, twist to your left. Breathe in. And exhale, back to center. Bring your hands behind your hips, your feet in front with a little bit of space between your feet. Just start moving into your hips a little bit, dropping your knees from side to side. We're gonna add the upper body in now. So your knees come over to the right. We're gonna bring the hands to the outer right thigh, take a little twist and a fold. Lift up, move through center, arms up, knees up. And to the left side, press down, fold. And starting to move through these a little more fluidly, dropping, twisting, folding. Using the breath to guide you, we'll do this a few more times. Last side, back to the left. And then come up through center, coming into a wide leg seated position. Now, if you have trouble being able to tilt your pelvis forward by sitting on the mat, go ahead and place your blanket under your hips. We do want a tilt to the pelvis so we can try to flatten the thighs, keeping the toes up. So coming into position here, arms in front, sit tall, navel in, tall through the crown of your head. Take a few deep breaths here, press the thighs downward. Let's create a little bit of movement. As we breathe in, we're going to lean forward, opening the arms. Exhale, center. So we're moving into the hips a little bit as we do this. You're hinging at the waist to draw the upper body up and down. One more. Beautiful, arms out to the side. Bring your left hand down to your left leg. Turn your right palm towards the sky. Inhale, lift your right hand, sliding your left hand down towards the foot or ankle for your side bend. Chin lifted. See if you can rotate your top shoulder, open up the chest, and use your left hand here to press away from your leg, and that's going to bring some space into your left side body. Breathe. And then lift up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the right hand down, turn to the left, open, palm up. Inhale, reach, up and over, side bend. And up. Coming to center, bring the hands in front, arms are extended long. You're welcome to use a block under your hands. We're gonna take a step forward, breathe. Press down through your hips and thighs. Another step forward or soften into your elbows. Again, softening the elbows down or walking the hands a little further in front. Thighs strong against the mat. We're here for 2 more deep breaths. Option to lower down to your forearms. And then slowly, coming up onto your hands, we'll walk inward. Bring your feet together, knees stay open wide. Hanumanasana, hands around your feet. Sit tall, thighs open, thighs down. Exhale, pull your chest forward. And then slowly round. As the head starts to round forward, maybe the elbows gently press to the inner thighs, creating some space. Breathe. And then inhale, rolling up. Tall spine, knees up, flip over into a tabletop position. Hands and knees here, find your alignment. We'll breathe in, finding cow. Exhale, round. Squeeze the belly, and then inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more times. Coming back to table, tuck the toes, breathe in. Exhale, find downward facing dog. And nice and slow, you can pedal your feet. Lifting, lowering your heels. We give the head a little shake here. And find stillness. Take a deep breath in and out. Your next inhale, right leg rises. Lift through the back of your heel. Bend the knee, point your toes to the left, opening the hip. Breathe. Extend the leg, close off your hip, and step to downward facing dog. Left side, left leg lifts. Point the toes, bend the knee, open the hip, take a breath. Extend, close, step down. Inhale as you look forward, and exhale, walking to fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and fold. Rolling up to stand, reaching tall at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Surya Namaskar B. Let's roll through it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, squat back to chair. Weight is in your heels. We're spending an extra moment here so you can start to activate the glutes. Start to shift your weight from heel to heel until you feel little squeezes in the hips and glute muscles here. We'll stay with this for a moment. Breathe. And then ground evenly through both feet. Tuck the belly in, lengthen the tailbone. Lean back, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, fold. Halfway lift. Fold back to a high plank and lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling back, downward facing dog. Right leg, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands, coming up, warrior one, back heel is heavy or grounded. Take a moment here, lean into this front leg, lengthen the tailbone, we're stretching the hip flexor. Breathe in, exhale, open the arms down, frame your right foot, stepping back, high plank, lower to the belly. Find your back bend, and downward facing dog. Left leg rises on an inhale. Step forward, lifting up. Breathe, lengthen. Hips squaring off. Inhale. Exhale, open the arms out and down. Stepping back, high plank, lower, rise, and roll back. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, come to the top of the mat, and fold. Halfway lift, fold down. Rolling up to stand, reaching tall. Exhale, open the arms, fold. Halfway lift. Folding down, frame your right foot, left foot steps back. Runner's lunge, getting ready to rise. Inhale, arms up. So this is a simple motion. Take a moment to find your balance. Press into your front big toe. Breathe in here. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, keeping the arms up. Inhale, hands to the heart, bend. Exhale, lift. Create this lift by pressing into the heel of your front foot, turning on the glute. Last one. Back to the lunge, and bring the hands down, frame your right foot. We'll ground our left knee. Option to place your blanket under your left knee. Legs are a little closer together than a regular low lunge position. So again, we're going to create some movement here. Hands can be to your blocks. As we breathe in, we lift, press forward, and then exhale, pull back. So lift, press forward, exhale, pull the hips back, half split. Again, lift, So there's a lot on that back knee. Tuck the toes for some support. Last time, lift. And we're going to widen our stance now. You can either scoot your blanket and back knee behind you, or scoot your front toes forward. So we're more in a low crescent lunge shape. I want you to lean the weight of your hips forward and down. Press your hands off your blocks and breathe. Let's try that same movement, but maybe we do not have the hands grounded. So our inhale position, this crescent lunge. Take it nice and slow. Exhale to the half split. Squeeze the belly. Rise. And fold. Working on stability and balance through these. You can bring your hands back to the blocks at any time. Last rise. This time as we come back to the half split, hands return to the blocks, squaring the hips off so the right hip is pulling back. We can lower the blocks and fold. Feel very heavy in the upper body so we can focus on stretching this hamstring. Take a few deep breaths here. Next inhale, lengthen up. We're going to walk and shift our weight forward back to our low lunge position. Our left hand will stay grounded. As we bend the back knee, perhaps your right hand can reach back for the foot. Draw the heel in towards the hip. We are allowing the quadriceps to lengthen, to stretch. Breathe. As you exhale, we're going to allow the foot to draw back into the hand, opening up your right shoulder. And as we turn our head to the right, allow your front knee to open to the side. So we're feeling this in the hip as well. Breathe in. And exhale back to center. Gently, gently we release. You can move your blocks to the side. Come up to a runner's lunge, place your blanket to the side. Step back, downward facing dog. Moving through your vinyasa, guided by the breath. Coming to the top of the mat, fold, halfway lift, fold down, roll up to stand. We'll move right into the other side. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold, frame your left foot, right foot steps back, getting ready to lift. High lunge. Arms up, find your balance. Big toe grounded. Press back into your back heel. And again, this is a simple motion. Stay focused. We extend up, and then exhale, bend. I want you to have enough space between your legs here so that you're really feeling this in the hip flexor as you come back to the lunge position. Let's do a couple more. Last one coming up. Inhale, bend. Hands come down. And we're going to bring the blanket under our right knee now. So knee down to the blanket, hands will be on blocks. We start modified. So we're in this little lunge position. We lift up, we press forward, and then back to the half split. You might need to scoot the toes forward just a little, but we're not going for the full range of motion just yet. Just opening up some space and getting used to the movement. Now, let's increase the stretch a little. We will bring the blanket back and our back knee back, front toes forward. You can continue to make the stretch deeper with the hands on the blocks, moving slowly back and forth, or start to bring in the arms for the extra challenge and balance. Squeezing the belly as you fold back. Let's do one more. Beautiful lift, and then hands come down. We'll flatten the block for our right hand, keeping our hand grounded, bending our right knee. Perhaps the left hand can reach back, drawing the heel in towards the hip. So stretching the quad, take a few deep breaths here. Now on an exhale, we're going to allow the foot to lengthen back into the hand, opening our shoulder, and allowing our left knee to open to the side, opening the hip. So creating a little twist, a little more space, breathe. Breathe in. Exhale, very carefully, gently release back to center. We're going to step back to a tabletop position to do a little bit of housekeeping. Now I'm going to move my mat back. I'm going to fold my mat back, just so I can stay in camera. The blocks will be here at the top of the mat, and I'm going to put my blanket on this nice hardwood floor. I do recommend that you practice on a surface that slides, but I'm sure you can figure out a way to stretch forward if you don't. So from here, moving into Hanumanasana, our full split position. My left knee will be in a lunge position underneath my hip on the mat. I'm going to bring my right foot forward to rest on the blanket. Hands are to the blocks. I'm going to press back to my half split, toes toward the sky, fold down. And I apologize if I end up out of frame here, but from our half split position, take a couple deep breaths, and when you're ready, we're going to slide our front foot forward, and then adjust the back knee as needed. Now, if you're feeling tight, you can take one of my blocks that has 3 height settings, and place it under my front thigh so I can start to rest my weight and just work on opening up this hip flexor a little more. You can also have a second block under your knee for even more support. You can even hold on to the blocks here. If you are able to come to your full Hanumanasana, try to keep the hips square, the chest lifted. I'm going to use a little bit of support today for my thigh, because I want to work on my upper body. If you are feeling stable in your low body, I'm going to place a block here for my back hip flexor. Maybe the arms can reach up, creating a little lift, a little back bend, a lot of energy here. When you're ready, hands come down first. We start to lean back, slide the front foot in, and reset for the other side. I'm going to step my right foot back to meet my left, and take a moment in child's pose. Fold down, take a breath. Slowly lift back up. This time, my right knee stays in our little lunge, or our little grounded position. The left foot will come forward to the blanket. Half split here, lean back. This is a nice, delicious stretch here, so take a few moments to enjoy it, take some deep breaths. And when you're ready, we'll start to move into the full split by sliding the front foot forward and adjusting the back knee as needed. Each side will feel different. I'm not quite as tight on this side, so I'm gonna have my block on a lower setting. And another block here for my right hip flexor. I'm gonna wait till I find stability in my low body, and then lift the arms. Release. Hands grounded first, we can lift and slide in. Step back. I'm going to rearrange my mat here. And today, I'm going to take my blanket for one last thing, rolling it into an elongated hot dog shape and tucking it behind my knees as I sink down to child's pose. Just a little more cushion for the hips. And then slowly walk the hands in and sit up. Remove the blanket, and let's get ready to come down for Shavasana. Find the center of the mat. Take the hands behind the thighs and sit tall. And now remember, Hanumanasana is a really deep, intense stretch. If you didn't nail it today, that's okay. Like I said at the beginning of practice, it is essential that you are properly warmed up for this class, for this posture. Stretching the legs with a strap, running through a few additional rounds of sun salutations, and even doing our preparation circuit a few times can help you to actually create more space so that you might be able to go a little deeper into the posture on your next time. Don't give up and don't get disheartened. It all comes with practice. Let's wind down. Rolling back. I have my blanket here for a little pillow today as I extend my arms and legs. Finding your Shavasana, your comfortable reclined position here where you can let go and reset. Let's take a big clearing breath. Slowly release the muscles in your feet, your ankles, and your lower legs. Relax your knees and your thighs and hips that did so much work within the practice this morning. Softening the belly and the chest and the whole torso all the way up to the shoulders. Your fingers, hands, arms, all relaxed. Feeling the back of your neck softening as you relax your jaw and smooth out your face. Settling fully now into Shavasana. You can remain in Shavasana for however long feels right to you. I thank you so much for joining me here on